Hey everybody, welcome back to The Joyful Candle on YouTube. I am hopping on here to talk about the last first impressions burn of the Kringle Holiday 2025 candles that I pre-ordered. So last but not least is Kringle Cupcake. This is the 2-wick large version in the Kringle lineup. This scent will be releasing September 18th at noon Eastern Standard Time, so make sure if you'd like to pick that up, you put that on your calendar. This will be releasing in all versions, so that includes the extra large 4-wick, the large 2-wick, which is this version, and then the daylights and wax melts as well. So I am on burn number 4 or 5 of this scent. I'll turn this so you guys can see. Got gorgeous wax pool. Wicks are doing well. No real issues with burn performance. Let's talk a little bit about this fragrance and kind of what my experience has been. So the notes for Kringle Cupcake they are loading. Notes for Kringle Cupcake are top notes of vanilla and cake, mid notes of cream and spice, base notes of vanilla bean and sweet. So, as you can tell by those scent notes, pretty basic scent profile, just very vanilla heavy. There's really, honestly, the only thing that's different than like the vanilla and the cake is there's a little bit of spice, but this is a pretty basic scent profile. Now, if you like vanilla fragrances, I think you would really enjoy this. This is a beautiful vanilla spice fragrance. I would say it's kind of cakey. I get kind of like the buttercream frosting sort of vibe, vanilla heavy, but I also do get the spice when this is burning. It does come through for me. What I will say about this fragrance is that I have been experiencing a little bit of a scorched note. So this is burn number 4, and I would say I didn't get it on the first burn, but second through the rest of my burns, it's been coming across kind of like that scorched, burnt sort of note. Now, I've heard a couple people say that this is coming across more as like a warm fragrance, and I agree with that. I think the spice in the fragrance does kind of lend that warm, cozy feeling. But my nose is really, really sensitive to anything that comes across scorched. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that piece of it. Now, I find that sometimes with Kringle, this can happen. And even like with Bath & Body Works, every once in a while, this happens as well with the heavy vanilla and spice fragrances. So I don't know if that's the vanilla and the spice that are being combined that are coming across as more of like a burnt note to me or like a scorched note. But my assumption is that would go away if I melted it or put it in the candle crock. Now, I don't love doing that just because, I don't know, the aesthetic of burning a candle and like the whole reason I buy the candle is to burn it. If I wanted to melt it, I would buy the wax melts. So that part is a little bit unfortunate to me, but honestly, I think this would be a great mixing fragrance. And as I've mentioned before, I don't love using candles for the purpose to mix them, but what I may do is mix this with and burn this alongside other fragrances that are a little bit more spice heavy or, pine heavy. I think this would be a great gourmand that would, complement other fragrances really, really well. Alone, this is not performing well enough for me. I would say strength-wise, probably a medium throw or medium strength right on the dot. Throw-wise, I'm getting like a 6 to a 7. So I would say I would caution you for a fragrance like this, be careful with how long you burn it, because I found that as I burned it longer and longer, that scorch note became even more prominent. Now, I have heard, so my friend Katie from Katie's Joyful Life, she said that she's kind of experiencing the same thing, that scorch note. My friend Amy from Beloved Fragrance Finds, she's getting more of a warm, spicy type of note. So everyone notices different things about fragrances and how they come across. But I will say, it's unfortunate when you're buying a scent solely for the cupcake, like vanilla, like a true vanilla fragrance, and it comes across a little bit scorched. Now, the other thing I was going to mention is this does kind of remind me of an eggnog. Like, as I smelled it on cold, it almost reminded me of vanilla eggnog from Bath & Body Works. So there's a little bit of that aspect to it too that I think is unique. So I don't know if you like eggnog fragrances. I'm not getting like a lactonic note, but the spice in like an eggnog candle reminds me of what is in this fragrance. So all of that to say, I'm still enjoying this candle. I just wish it was a little bit more true vanilla. Packaging is top tier. I mean, this is gorgeous label. I think if you're one of those people that buys candles for looks and not necessarily like performance, this is adorable. This is perfectly Christmas. Top-notch burn. I mean, I've had no issues with the actual burn performance, so that's great. I just would say, like, my scent preferences, I prefer my vanilla candles not to smell scorched. So all of that to say, I'm probably not going to be repurchasing this, but I do think it is, if you like vanilla, if you like spice. Now, if you're looking for a vanilla, just a vanilla fragrance, this is probably not the fragrance for you because it does have spice in it. The spice that I'm detecting is kind of like a cinnamon coming out, or whatever, maybe like a nutmeg or something that's, would be in like an eggnog. Now, it's not a full true eggnog fragrance, but that is kind of what it reminds me of. So all of that to say, I still like it. I still would recommend it if you align with some of those scent notes, and those are candles that you usually burn in your home. But I will say I was a little bit disappointed in the kind of scorched fragrance that my nose is picking up on. So all that to say, this candle does launch here on Thursday, September 18th at noon Eastern Standard Time. You are always welcome to use my code JOYFULCANDLE15 to get 15% off. That is an affiliate discount code, so just keep that in mind. Thank you so much for your support if you choose to use it. All of that to say, this is kind of my last round of first impression burns with the Kringle holiday launch. So, hope you guys get everything that you want, and I will see you in the next review.